Is that you?
Yeah,
What you doing, pretty lady?
not the much. Waiting on you.
So I guess today must be Thursday then, because if you and I are on the same screen together, then that means we gotta pop in around the world, don't we?
That means we're about to take a trip.
Uh, you know, I could use a trip, I guess. It's been a kind of an interesting week. What about you? How's your week been going?
It's been pretty quiet, which is
Pretty
good. Can't
okay.
complain.
Well, I sent you a package and I was kind of hoping it did arrive today, but you never know with this mail system, I guess, it's all about the Deadpool breaking that fourth wall, and this is his birthday today. Um, so
I was gonna wear my new shirt too for winning the battle that we had, but
wait, what battle?
the mystery box battle that we had.
There's no mystery battle. Hey, so Hidden Funko's here. So glad he's feeling better, huh?
Yes, and Obi and King Bob, Average Will, Tats, Obi the
Wait,
King.
Average Will, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar to me.
I don't know. Are
Is
we
that an
supposed?
are we is that a name we're going to see?
I don't know, but if he's in the chat, how are we supposed to go see him?
I know, we got to figure that out, huh? I mean, hopefully he'll be home in time to open the door when we knock on it, right?
Yeah, maybe so.
All right.
One last name that I didn't get to mention because you interrupted me was Jim Pops.
Oh,
So,
sorry, Jim Pops. I didn't want to interrupt the name calling.
and he's not feeling well, so let's just keep our fingers crossed that he feels better soon. Chase's Kingdom, Christina Payne.
So Chase says we still need the Sassy Barbarian show.
And you know what, Chase? It's coming, actually. We have something scheduled April the 10th, so it's coming.
But did you tell the Barbarian that I need her? He can't just come in and just take you from me. That there's improvisions and contracts and things like that. It doesn't just work. Bearded Barbarian. You think you can just go into lands and just salvage and take what you want. It doesn't. I'm ready to fight, Bearded Barbarian.
Well, I will let him know that you said that, and y'all can have a conversation.
Yeah, because we're gonna definitely have to have a little conversation, and I think, and like I said, what do you think about that, Stanley? Yeah, that's right. And so I got something for you too, Stanley. Deadpool. That's
Oh,
right.
that's
Zip
funny.
zip it, Stanley, because I know you're not going to be doing no cameos where you think Bearded Barbarian's kind of like that Stan Lee where he's trying to do these cameos and stuff. But so we got a lot going on this week, Sass. Before we bring on our guest, or pack our bags and start heading out, we got Easter is coming up, so that's awesome right there in itself. Any Easter plans? Are you gonna hide the eggs amongst the alligators? Yeah, you're gonna, and they have to pull the eggs out of the jaws of the alligators, or what do you do in Louisiana for Easter?
Well, we only have a 16-year-old left at home, and he would love to have an Easter egg hunt, but his kind of Easter egg hunt is money in the eggs and not candy, so I don't know.
Well, you got to watch out for. There are certain Easter bunnies you got to watch out for. There's this one right here. Yeah, you definitely got to watch out for that one right there. They're crazy, but definitely we're gonna take a look at a few things with Easter as well, and have a little bit of fun. And Jim Pops, I hope you are doing well. He has some fire boxes, Sassy. So is he gonna have another sale coming up tomorrow?
Yes, it drops tomorrow at I think 6 Eastern.
That's awesome. And the lovely Christina Payne is here. We got Trapper to kill Culinary Trapper.
And
Definitely, we'd love to get him on the show eventually down the road too, huh?
Yep, absolutely.
So, Sassy, if somebody does want to be on the show, what's the criteria? What do we look for?
Well, we like to have a little video of their area. Oh, I hear feedback. Is that me or you?
Well, you were talking, dear.
But is it coming from your side of the world? Is what I'm saying.
No. But
It's your stream.
if they want to come on the show, do they message you?
Of course.
Okay.
You know, I have the appointment book. I have the scheduling book. Everything is. I keep track of all that.
All right. Well, I definitely, like I said, and right now, how are we looking on the calendar?
We are actually booked up to May the third. Nope, May the 20th or 21st.
Wow. So, guys, if you want to get on the show and you're interested, let us know. We definitely, like I said, there's a lot going on. Cons. If you get out to your LCS, if you get out to, a boat ride, whatever the case may be, we want to know about your hometown. We want to know about you guys. Obviously, other than what you open in the video, we just want to learn a little bit about you. That's why we're here. So definitely, we appreciate the ones that are here today. And Sassy, are we going to give some things away today?
We have the prize wheel today, and then I decided since it's a weird day today, I think it's April Fool's. I thought I would fool everybody and give them an extra prize.
Okay, so you're going to fool people and give them an extra prize.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to break the fourth wall, and I think I'm going to celebrate Deadpool, and I'm going to give away this Deadpool cup here. We're going to break the fourth wall with the Deadpool. So we may do that as well. But, are you packed and ready to go?
Let's go.
I think we need to get the show rolling. What do you say, dear?
As long as you're driving. I don't feel like driving today.
Well, I actually have a couple of escorts for us today. Sassy, do you want to go by Thor or Iron Man? How would you like to take off?
Oh, Thor, of course.
Oh, of course, you gotta go with the, so now I'm going to tell you right now, Sassy. Okay, this Thor guy or whatever, you want to start getting in with this guy too. This isn't the Thor you're getting, Sassy. Okay, that's not the Thor. Okay, now granted, I'll let you. You can ride Thor. I will definitely, I will definitely go ahead, Sassy, and I'll go ahead and take the Iron Trip. So we're gonna go ahead, ladies first. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and head out. Let me get your lightning real quick. Call out the lightning for you. Definitely. All right. Thor has arrived, Sassy. He's gonna take you out. Here we go. Here, Thor. That's right. You're on with Thor. I'm gonna ride with Iron Man. And now we're gonna head over and take a look and see if we can find Average Will's house, Sassy, so we can make a landing.
Oh, hey, how's it going, guys?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad you guys can make it.
That was a smooth landing.
Yeah.
Well, Iron Man, make sure, like I said, you meet us back up in about a couple hours or so, okay? But so, Will, how are you, sir?
Good. Tired from work, but other than that, I'm doing great.
Awesome, good. Well, we're going to wake you up a little bit. I think I have just the thing, Sassy. Let me call on Rocket here to take care of this. Let me see here. Rocket, can you kind of wake this guy up for us a little bit, please, Rocket? Yeah, wake him up. All right. Now he should be ready to go. So, Average Will, we appreciate you coming and being part of the show today. Like I said, it's going to be an interesting show. We got a lot to do, but we want you to obviously be a part of it, and we want to learn a little bit about you. So definitely, today is actually baseball, Will. So that's awesome. So I know Will's a big Cleveland Indians fan. So that's awesome. We're gonna kind of dive into a little bit of baseball, maybe with you a little bit. I don't know.
Not too much, because that bores me. I don't know anything about baseball.
Listen here, lady. Don't get sassy this early.
Hey,
all
did
right?
you read the name?
Yeah, we no sassiness. Okay, look here. Look, instead of Zan Stanley, this is for Sassy. Okay, Deadpool. Tell her zip it, Sassy. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, we have some baseball on tap. Okay, Sassy. That's taking first spot real quick right now. Okay, so just
for a couple minutes, not for long.
All right. So, Sass, how are we going to do this wheel? Are we going to do this periodically through the show?
Yes, we usually do like 3 or 4 names at a time. So
3 or 4 names at a time. All
mhm.
right. So
We have some new rules though for the next month coming up for the wheel, don't we?
Roger, Fred, Barney, Joe.
You
Are we
want
done?
to explain that?
Oh, Mike. See, Will. See what I have to deal with. She's on it like she's like clockwork, man. I'm telling you right now. So, guys, one of the things that we'd like to do. So, with this show, we're always experimenting. We're always trying to figure out how to take it to the next level or decide, tinker, and just figure out what we need to do. And we're always open to definitely lovely suggestions. But one of the things that we figured was we have an opportunity to put people on the wheel each week based on the quiz that's presented by our guest, based on their information. And so, what we wanted to make sure that everybody understood moving forward, um, is that if you do win on the quiz, we want to take one person per household. We want to give more people opportunities to win, so you can still play the quizzes, but for example, if you have people in the community, like let's say you got Adam and Carrie, right? You got Mitchie and Jeremy, right? You got Nancy and Cisco. You have say
Michael
Spectre,
and Christian.
Michael and Christian, Mama J and Spectre. So you have the couples and situations that come in, where it's one household. So if let's say hypothetically, Jeremy and Mitchie came in 1 and 3, and average Will came in number 2, we would take either Jeremy and Mitchie and put them on the wheel, their choice. But we'd like to look at number 4, number 5, and as the addition, right? So we're going to go ahead and take still 3 spots in the wheel, but we want to have as many people have an opportunity to win. You know what I'm saying, Will? So that's kind of what we're looking at, is just kind of being fair. That's one of the things we thought would work out better. If you do have any complaints whatsoever, go ahead and contact Sassy. But other than that, we no, that's kind of what we're going to do. Is we want to give stuff away, but we want to also make it an opportunity for people. Now, if they do a quiz and people come in, like I said, that's fine. You still have 2 chances. Like if Christian and Michael, if they come in top 3, that still just secures one of their spots, and we just kind of go from there. But in the meantime,
We do have some more people that came in real quick, so we're gonna say hello, K and L, Mama J, McDorks, Umpty, Anthony Just Blaze, Divine Pops,
Shep3, Hidden
Mr.
Funko.
Crispers.
Oh, Mr. Crispers.
Yeah, he's already giving me smack. I'm about to smack him down. Eric
Yeah.
Fry.
Eric Fry, how you doing, Eric Fry? Mr. Crispers, he's a definitely a sassy one, right on. He's on it. Very. I like his sarcasm and the way he jokes.
Me and him about to go smack down.
Well, so Sassy.
Oh, Horror Collector Fiend. Sorry.
Oh, Horror Collector Fiend. How are you, Noel? How's it going? So, like I said, we do have Will. Easter's coming up. What's Easter like in the Will household?
We get up, we do a little basket hunting here. We hide the basket for the kids. Obviously, my daughter's up in college, so she's not coming home for the weekend. But for our son, we'll hide a basket for him, let him try to find it, and then we'll do a little Easter egg hunt over at my mother-in-law's house for them and eat really good food.
So now, do you just hide the basket by itself and he has to find the basket, or is there stuff in the basket?
Oh, yeah, there's stuff in it. There's between little toys, not as much candy just because he's hyper enough without it. So we'll do a little bit of candy for him, but mainly, like, he's big in reading right now, so we'll throw some books in there for him, and we'll put some other stuff in there for him.
Because that would be a fun one to do, too, is tell the kids, look, you got tons of eggs and candy, but you need to put it in the basket. If you can't find the basket, you don't have anything there, so you got to go find the basket. I may have to do that with my boys at one point just to kind of mess around with them. But definitely, like I said, we appreciate everybody here hanging out. Ken Pop Epidemic, how are you? I hope everything's going good in Canada. Like I said, we're here to hang out, Average Will. I know that, like I said, you deal with pops, but you also deal with comic books. So we definitely would like to talk a little bit about that as well. We have a few things to kind of go in your direction, but the director up there in the chair, she kind of, she prods me a little bit and electrocutes me and says, "Hey, look, we need to do this by this certain time, and otherwise, I mean, all hell breaks loose." You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
that's because you don't know how to be quiet. You just keep talking and talking and talking. So, I mean,
You,
She's not only a host; she's the executive producer as well. That nice.
I need a
There you go, Sassy.
director's chair. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I need. Yeah.
Should be Sassy, EP, executive producer next to
There
your
you
name.
go. Yep. That'd be a good idea. Oh, now you quiet? You don't have anything to say now, huh? Oh, Ray Pops. Hello, Nancy. Chase Films Productions. Who else?
all right. So, what would you like to do, my dear?
Well, I guess we could take some names off the wheel. How many do you think we should take off at a time, Will?
I like the number 3.
Okay, sounds good. Let me pull it up and then we can share.
So now, Will, when it's Easter egg hunting and you guys are in the backyard, does it look something similar to this right here?
There's been some instances because we have a large family where some kids have gone running after eggs, and one of the little ones had bent down to pick up one that was right at the front, and a bigger kid has gone over top of them.
You ready? Why is it? Oh, wait, listen. There we go. All right. How you like my Easter colors?
I don't.
Oh, okay. We'll shuffle it 3 times.
Is that Easter or rainbow?
It's Easter.
Oh.
And then I have our little Easter logo in the middle. So here we go.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Oh, you like that, huh? Oh, sorry, Jeremy and Mitchie. One more?
Is it 3?
Yes, we're going to do 3. Sorry, Teresa. One more.
Trouble. So sorry, Trouble.
Oh no, not Nancy.
Oh, don't you worry. Nancy has 3 more.
Oh God, yeah, I see
3
that.
more chances.
Nancy's pretty solid. She pays attention to the quizzes, so she's on it. She's right there. So she puts herself in a good position, in that regards.
Well, hello, below average gaming dad. How are you?
Hello, how are you guys? How are ya? So just kind of, and Sassy, speaking of McDorks.
Yay, they reached their 1K. That's right. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, guys.
That is awesome. So definitely, they'll be having that 1K celebration in store. So King Bob saying he's taking odds that Nancy wins tonight. So you never know. You got a lot of people in the chat. You never know. So my dear director, my sassy Cajun $1 million smile, beautiful, delicious, sassy-licious. What would you like to do next?
I don't know. Let's play a game. You want to play a game?
Okay. So here's what I got for you today, Will. Now I know you're not the average type of guy, even though it's average Will. I know that you're pretty good at thinking on your feet, and you're pretty good at jumping maybe some libs, through the screen a little bit for me. So I got some mad libs that I'm going to kind of pull up and go in your direction. So I'm going to ask you a few things.
Libs. I thought you said lips. I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, mad lips too. We got those too. I'm going to come over there and put my lips all over you, Sassy.
Oh, no. Please don't.
All right. So here we go. So this one right here, I need a noun.
A noun. Dog.
Okay. I need a wacky state.
A wacky state.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri.
All right. And a verb.
A verb. Slam.
Slam. A noun.
Book.
A proper noun.
Oh man. I gotta remember. Is it her, right? Or is that a pronoun? What would be a proper noun? Is it a name? Crap.
Yeah.
Go with William. How about that? That's a proper noun, right?
Yes. A verb.
Slide.
Slide. A noun.
Wall.
Okay. Ever imagine he'd and another verb.
Slip.
Okay. A noun.
Gee whiz, how long is this thing?
Yeah. Bush.
And a part of the body.
Foot.
All right. Okay. So we have a dog in Missouri was arrested this morning after he slammed in front of a book. William had a history of slide, but no one, not even his wall, ever imagined he'd slip with a bush stuck in his foot. All right.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. So now we go to this one here. Let's see if this one works out a little bit better for you. Let's see how it works out here. Color.
Color. Green.
All right. Give me another color.
Yellow.
All right. Give me a symbol.
Pound.
A pound. Okay.
Yeah.
And a family member name.
Aunt. Right? Or yeah, aunt. Or is it actual name?
Yeah, like Aunt Jenny.
Oh
Aunt
yeah.
Jenny?
So Aunt Laura.
Aunt Laura. All right. A name of a cartoon character.
Ooh. SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. All right. And a body part.
Nose.
All right. Nose. A superpower.
Ooh. Invincibility.
Invincibility. And a name of a family member.
Jesse.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
Okay. And dad's hobby.
Woodworking.
All right. And a verb.
Running.
Running. Okay. And a number.
3.
3. And your daughter's child's name. Let's go with either one.
Haley.
Haley. All right. All right. Here we go, Sassy. Ready? All right. Dear Dad, you are my favorite superhero. Your costume is so awesome with your green mask and your yellow cape. It's so cool that your emblem is a pound symbol, and Aunt Laura must have helped you pick it out, all those super colors. You are stronger than SpongeBob and could definitely beat him in a nose wrestling contest. If you had a superpower, I think it would be invisibility, but Jesse says your superpower would be woodworking. I knew you were fast, but I had no idea that running 3 miles per hour was really that fast. Thank you for being my superhero. Love, Haley.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. Nice.
that one was better.
Yeah, that one was a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to build it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So we have a little bit of stuff that you sent over. I put it like in the forum, like a slide type scenario
Okay.
or a video format or whatever. So we'll run that through real quick. It's only a minute and 11 seconds. and then from there, you can talk about a few things, and then Sassy, if you want to ask questions, we could do that. How does that sound, Sass?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Let me go ahead while I'm pulling that up. So while I'm pulling that up, Will, are you looking forward to any cons in the area that are coming up this year?
Yeah, so I'm excited that they're starting to open back up. I know like little toy fairs and like small little get-togethers have been opening up. Next weekend we're having a toy fair at the Florida State Fairgrounds, and then in July we're going to have the Tampa Bay Comic-Con. So I'm super excited for that.
That is awesome right there. Okay. Well, and Sassy, you're going to be looking to go into a con probably too, right?
I have 2 of them on my schedule already. In April 17th and 18th, we'll be going to South Carolina, to Greenville. And in May, the end of May, we're going to Pensacon in Pensacola.
Nice.
So,
All right. All right, let's go ahead. And so we'll run this, like I said, it's just a minute 11. I'm just going to run it real quick. And then Sassy can ask questions. And then we'll kind of come back to it a little bit, maybe pause it a little bit. And if you want to highlight some things. So. All right, so we have that right there. We will go back to that in a minute. In regards, so awesome. Like I said, a lot to do in your area. You got some football. Your daughter plays some soccer. It seems like there's a lot that goes on. A lot of activities. Great dad. Just looking at some of the pictures there, the things that you get to do with the little one. That's totally awesome right there. So Sassy, why don't we? What do you think about the questions there?
I mean, I think they're good questions, but
No, but I mean, no. Well, I haven't heard the question, Sassy. But do you want to ask questions or pull more on the wheel?
Oh, let's pull more on the wheel real quick, and then we'll do questions.
See Will. See what's going on, Will.
Don't bring him into this.
He's right up.
No, don't bring him into this.
God.
He's neutral.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, where's Mama J when you need her?
You can share, right? Ready?
All right.
All right. 3 again. Let's go. One more. Oh, Christina. One more. Last one for now.
And Will, I didn't realize. I was just checking. So Geeky Mama Bear is here. So like I said, Godzilla, the Hollow Earth, goes through these tunnels. Going all the way, Godzilla, King Kong, and everything. Well, Geeky Mama has her own tunnels that she comes through on too as well. Just want to let you know. See, she comes in. This is the way she pops in. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So welcome, Geeky Mama. Like I said, we definitely glad you're here. Appreciate it, 100%. And McDorks hit their 1K, so it is definitely we got something waiting for them backstage. Um, so what questions do we have, my dear?
You forgot about King of Comic Funko Pop, and Zach Bonifer is now in.
Oh no, Zach Bonifer. Now Zach Bonifer, he's the one who can definitely. He sends a lot of good pictures, during streams and stuff. So
I keep waiting for mine, but for some reason he won't send me any. So
you just opened the door now, Sassy.
no, I said something last time and he still didn't send me anything. So but that's okay. That's all right.
He's probably studying, figuring out the best way to go about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. All right, so we're going to start with some questions. So the top question, the number one question, and I hear echo.
Let's see. All right.
Okay, so yep, I hear it again.
Look, dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizard, Sassy, okay? Like, I
don't know why it's echoing.
I don't know.
Even King Bob says echo. Maybe it's me. Maybe I should leave.
No, let's see if we'll go. Hold on. What about now, Will? Do you hear an echo?
I don't hear an echo, no.
Do you guys hear an echo? Because, that's one of the things we're trying to determine. Sometimes, like I said, it's just, sometimes you hear echoes. Sometimes, it's a technology thing, It's really, really crazy, but I don't know, Sass. Maybe it's just something with our systems or whatever. It's just not, sometimes there's those little off days. We'll work it out.
Yeah. All right. So, Will, tell us where you're from. Of course, we kind of already said that, but, that's the starting point.
I am from a town just outside of Tampa, Florida, where I have been for the last 33 years of my life.
All right. Awesome. So I guess that means you're 33 then?
36.
36.
As of Monday the 12th. I'll be 36.
Okay. Well, happy birthday on Monday.
Sassy Chase is saying turn down your feed volume. I don't know if their feed volume.
Yeah, sometimes if the microphone's too close to the speakers, it'll cause that issue.
I think it's just something with Venom. I think Venom's nearby. That's what I think. And we got a little Deadpool action.
So, Will, are you married?
Yep, I am married. Have been married since 2013.
And you have any kids?
I've got two. I've got an 18-year-old daughter who's off at college, and then a 6-year-old little boy.
And you call him Johnny Blue Eyes, right?
Johnny Blue Eyes, yeah, because he's my little blue-eyed, blonde-haired monster.
I haven't seen him in a while. He must be getting big.
Yeah, he's doing his own little thing. He watches his little YouTube videos on his TV or in our living room. He'll take over our living room and put on it's Kid City now, that Ryan's Twitter. He watches them. Yeah.
So tell me, how'd you and your wife meet?
Okay, so one day I got a phone call from my cousin. He said, "Hey, our buddy Jeremy, his girlfriend has a friend. You should go on a date with her." So kind of did the whole blind date thing. Went out to a movie. We went and saw the movie 50/50, and then went to the restaurant Ruby Tuesdays afterwards, and had a great night. We spent a few hours just talking and getting to know each other a little bit, and it kind of that fell in love at first sight kind of thing.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay.
I was crying like a little girl, because I found the love of my life. The pork. Oh, nice.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about Tampa. What we can see if we decide that we want to go visit.
All right, so Tampa. What's nice is we almost pulled off the Triple Crown of sports championships this year. If the Rays could have just beat the Dodgers in the World Series, we would have had all three major sports aside from basketball, because we don't have a basketball team here. But we've got, obviously, Busch Gardens and Adventure Islands are two great theme parks to go to that have awesome roller coasters. And then, obviously, when it's so hot and you're in 90-plus degree weather, 100% humidity, Adventure Island's the perfect place to go to try to stay cool. And, and then in my area, we actually have live mermaids at the springs. Yeah, so we have Wikiwachi Springs, which is where they do mermaid shows and everything, and they've been established since the 50s. And people, with us being little dirt roads around this area back then, people would come all over just to see the mermaid show that they have here.
Jim Pop says Burns restaurant.
Burns Steakhouse, yes.
Burns Steakhouse.
Burns Steakhouse. That is one of the best restaurants to go to have a steak at, for sure.
Now, you have to have a shirt to go in there, right? So you got to wear a shirt. So Thor,
you have a coat. You have to wear a jacket.
Yeah. So it's not going to work, Thor. Okay.
Well, I can't go because he's my ride. So guess I'm not eating today.
Nah.
We'll bring you something out, Sass.
All right. Okay, so what are some of your favorite football your favorite football team? Is it the Tampa Bay Bucks?
Surprisingly, no. I like watching them, but I'm actually a Cleveland fan because I was brainwashed as a child by my father. My dad is from Conneaut, Ohio, so he grew up a Browns fan and Cleveland Indians fan. And then my mom lived in Erie, Pennsylvania, which was closer to Cleveland than it was to Pittsburgh. So she actually saw more Browns games than Steelers games. So, yeah, I was raised to be a Cleveland fan from a young age. And although when the Rays became a team here in Tampa, my dad did go to baseball games all the time. And then obviously being here in Florida as one of the, for spring training, we've got in Tampa, Bradenton, Winter Haven, all over Florida. We have teams that are here for spring training, just like they are in Arizona.
Yeah, there's a lot to do around your area, for sure.
Sassy just saying hi to a few people. Declan fans, Just a Rican in his comics, and Rod We Trust, K&O Collectibles, and just double checking here. Miss Slapshots, Joanna, how are you? Nerd Bar, how's it going, Mark? Nerd Bar was on here recently, and we had a great time.
Well,
that's recently.
Well, it was last week.
That's recently. Chase Kingdoms.
Yeah, and then what's nice is where we're at is we're an hour and a half away from Disney. So, and then we're not even 40 minutes away from the actual city of Tampa. And what's really cool is what they're doing in Channelside now. They're really cleaning up Channelside. We were hosting the Super Bowl this year, and then had the home team play in the Super Bowl. That's the first time that's ever happened. And unfortunately, because of COVID, you couldn't fully experience the Super Bowl like you would have on a normal year.
Well, I got my first Zach Bonifer picture, so there you go.
Are you you're gonna tell us about it or show it to us?
I'll show you.
There you go.
Oh, the devil.
Which is fitting because it's one of my favorite movies, so I accept.
Well, Sassy, are you a Saints fan then? I take it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
What are you guys going to do for quarterback this year?
I don't know, because I also found out that a bunch of people were released and have also are free agents. Yep. So we basically have a brand new team. So it's back to covering your eyes, hoping and wishing that something comes out of something.
Will, this is her quarterback this year coming up.
He might fare better than Jameson.
Yeah.
My hope is Taysom Hill, because he's really proven himself when Drew wasn't in play. but I don't. I feel like it's probably going to be Jameson, and I'll just be crying every game.
Yeah, you know what, Winston, he did have eye surgery, so maybe with the eye surgery, he'll be a little bit more accurate and throw it to the right team.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so you like Funko, of course, because we see some in the background. So tell us a little bit about your Funko collection.
So the main lines I collect are Star Wars and Marvel. I do like the retro toy ones. I had to get, when they released it, the My Pet Monster. I had to make sure I got one of those because I grew up with a My Pet Monster. But Marvel and Star Wars are the two that I actually try to buy for, that I don't get through mystery boxes.
Okay, so I just see a small amount right there. Do you have more of a bigger collection somewhere else?
Yeah, ones that don't fit in my collection. I have a shelving unit over here that, and I'm sorry for the noise. I got my big Brutus dog in here right now, but I've got probably about 60 over here on the shelves that I don't fit in the shelving units that I have back here. So.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your comic. You have really gone almost full force in comics since your return. I know you started your comics before you left, before you took your little break, and now it seems like that's pretty much like probably 95% of your content now, right?
Yeah, because with the comics, with the mystery boxes, it seems like it's tougher now because you have stuff like the Whatnot, with the Whatnot auctions, people are going there versus putting together really good quality boxes. And the ones that are putting together really good quality boxes, they're selling out in less than a minute.
Right.
And they're doing drops when I'm working or I'm in the middle of doing stuff. And so I've missed out, like on Pop King Paul. I landed a couple of his boxes before I took my break, but those are gone in an instant. And then even like what is it? Jay Navo Toys. His boxes sell out fast, and I know that.
Have you ever heard of Jim Pops? He sells some boxes, and they're pretty good. So
okay,
he does have a drop coming tomorrow.
Fire!
He's got fire.
Yeah, he's got fire.
Okay,
especially with somebody in the community. That's one thing I want to do is I want to support the folks in the community that have boxes.
And he's actually not that far from you. He's in Palmetto.
Oh yeah, he's not far at all.
Yeah. So, okay, so when did you start YouTube?
Well, I created my channel back in 2011, 2013, but the content I was making was more like they were kind of vlogs that I didn't really stick with. Actually starting content on a consistent basis was in March of last year.
And it was because of COVID, right?
Yep. I had ordered a electric dog fence off of Amazon, and when we got it, it was malfunctioning. So Amazon just credited us the money back, and I forgot to select to put the money back on my card. So it gave us an Amazon credit, and with that, I was like, well, I had seen an ad or something for like an Amazon $15 mystery box. So I was like, oh, let me try that, and then it was garbage. So then I started looking on YouTube at I was like, oh, Amazon mystery boxes, and then it came across Clint Future Kit or Franchise Kicks. I saw one of his videos. I was like, oh my god, what are these Funko Pop things? And so I tried them out, and I got hooked and haven't turned back.
So you just started collecting last year in March?
Yep.
Okay, around the same time as me. Okay, so you have a funny story about getting run over, right?
Yeah. So I was way back when I was.
Wait. He got ran over?
Yeah.
I did. Had my arm ran over. So I am fascinated with storms, thunderstorms, lightning storms. Being here in Florida, growing up with them, just was fascinated with them. Exactly. So one night, I went out and I thought I was far enough behind my mom's car, like underneath my mom's car, like an idiot, being an 11-year-old kid, not thinking. And I was laying I was laying on my back with my hands behind my head, looking up at the sky, and my cousin, who was living with us, he pulled into the driveway and he thought it was like something on the ground, so he didn't realize it was a person, so he slowly crept up on my arm, and he ran up on my arm, separated my growth plate, and yeah, he didn't realize until I started screaming that he backed up off me, and yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. So did you have to get like a cast or?
No cast. All they did was they just went in with a needle. There's no incisions or anything. They just went in, and they had to slide the growth plate a little bit because it had separated. And if they didn't go in there and do the little thing they had to do, my arm, because still being in puberty at 11, growing up, my arm wouldn't have fully grown because the growth plate was separated. So they had to go in and do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but no cast. Never had to have a cast. Never broke a bone. That's the only thing that I've ever had, aside from just getting beat up playing sports.
No. Oh, you played sports growing up?
Yep, baseball and football.
Cool. So that's all the questions that I have.
Sassy, I mean, I was just going to say, I mean, like, so those are the only, I don't know, it seems like those questions we asked last week. I don't know. I mean, like,
if you're not happy with them, you can ask the questions.
well, I didn't say I wasn't happy with them. I just say, like, I thought those were the same ones we had last week.
Well,
but
then
I mean,
you come up with the questions.
Well, maybe I will, but I'm just saying, like, I can help. I can help with them.
Well, fine.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
Just.
Well, hello. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Average Will. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having a great night. It's Thursday. It was a long day. It's my show now. They're not coming back, so I don't. So hope everyone's doing great. So let's see. Nancy, you said you had 4 years old. Oh, I got the Marvel. He's putting the Marvel over my face. So 4-year-old fell off. Brother ran right over your head. Holy cow. Oh, that's insane. So let's see here. I hope you guys are doing great. What is my favorite Marvel character? Thor, 100%. Yeah, he is without a doubt number one, 100%. And I really resonated with Bro Thor. The got the belly going. As you guys can see, I'm not the most slim gentleman. So seeing Bro Thor, that was 100% my favorite. Yeah, there it is right there. Right on cue. That's my guy right there. Belly, beard. Used to have long hair, but I cut it. So, Nancy, that's what I said. Mom and Dad, stop fighting. Can I hook you up with a wrench? Unfortunately, I don't have the powers to do that. Or I might. I might just go crazy and give everybody wrenches. But unfortunately, I am not bestowed. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can't. Let's see. I don't think so. No. I can block you, but that wouldn't really do you any good. Welcome back.
Oh, gosh. Well, you just took right on over. Like,
oh, hell yeah. Yeah. You don't stop.
Second thought. April Fools, everyone.
We thought we'd have a little fun with you. So we worked that out earlier today. Just wanted to kind of put you on the spot. Obviously, you did well. Definitely.
Favorite part of that movie right there. Love that part in the movie.
So obviously it is April Fool's, guys, and there are some. Will, I wanted to talk to you. Do you do some April Fool's jokes in the family? With your kids, your wife. Do you guys have a tradition of anything that you've done or have done to you?
No. My dad used to pull some tricks. He would do the whole taping the spray nozzle on the kitchen sink or putting saran wrap on the toilet for us boys. Because again, being young boys, we can't hit the toilet for the life of us anyhow. And then he put saran wrap over it, makes it even worse. But yeah, my dad was more of a trickster.
So Average Will, this is what we do with the toilets these days. These are the jokes that you do with the right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was great. Like he was walking right in on a business meeting. Love that episode.
You have that, but we also have, I mean, like I said, practical jokes is something that's, on April Fools. I wanted to show you a couple of them, and you can kind of tell me which one you think you like the most. So we do have that one there. Let's see, we have this one here.
That's good.
We have this one here. That'd be on the annoying side, right? Now, animals, they like to play jokes and a lot as well too. And then for this is one I'd like to do for my kid once in a while. I think I might do this one down the road.
Oh.
Oh no! Don't do that. I hate spiders. Oh, that'd be me right there.
Definitely. And then, of course, having some fun with the friends. And then, of course, you never know when you go grocery shopping. The zombie apocalypse may happen at the same time.
Oh, that's great.
And then, of course, we have this is one of my favorites here. I definitely, anytime you go through drive-throughs, you never know what you're going to get, whether you're working or driving. But check this one out.
Oh,
Doesn't the one girl throw stuff at him?
Down the road. It's just, so, want to obviously pay a little tribute to April Fools. So I don't know if anybody in the chat, if you guys have done some awesome pranks in regards, but definitely some people take it one step above. But which one did you enjoy there, Average Will? Which one would you put on that top of your list?
Oh man, I like the porta potty one. I think that one's pretty funny.
I like the porta potty one. Definitely. I mean, you're going in a potty and you're thinking, okay, like now how he doesn't hear, all these people. I guess because it's outside, you just think it's outside stuff, but it's really really funny doing that. And now, obviously, we also have Easter as well. That we got coming up. But before we get into Easter, Sassy, do you want to do any more on the wheel?
yes.
All right. Look here. Exhibit Stanley, all right?
You ready?
Yep.
All right, we got Nancy, Cisco, and BK Phipps left.
Okay. So, do you want to hold off on those then,
Sure.
okay? All right. So we got the last three. But anyway, so obviously, April Fools is a lot of fun. April Fools, I think, originated like somewhere back in the 1700s. It's somewhere like that. It's like 1700s, 1500s. I don't know, something like that. But it's just a lot of fun. It had to deal with the calendar, and then obviously I think it came from France or something. But Sassy yourself, having a full house, did you guys ever play any April Fool's jokes? Mr. Cajun, anything you guys do?
No, not really.
No. All right. What about let's see if the chat, if you guys did anything for Now, for Easter eggs, he says instead of eggs, paint do it your own Funko Pops. Not bad. Pretty cool. I bet you the Nerd Bar, I bet you he has done some pretty good ones.
Yeah, Mark probably definitely has.
But we do have Easter, in regards, and if you have pets, I know it's kind of hard not to resist to want to dress them up like the Easter Bunny. But guys, really, I mean, you can't put these pets through this. I'm just, it's just really not the thing. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely love to be able to go on our Easter Bunny rides. Like it's a lot of fun with Easter. But the chocolate bunny, in case you were wondering where the chocolate bunny came from, Average Will, just want to let you know they shave it down. Yep, rabbits
Okay.
hard at work right there. So, and the Easter, I think, was also somewhere back in the early days as well. But so whether it's bunnies or spiders, we can always get them on spiders. Now the thing is, Sassy, this is one of the other things too with Easter.
Oh, look how cute.
That's what you got to do. This is the basket. You put the hole in it so and like I said, this one I thought it was really funny. And then of course you have this one here.
Oh,
See, the bunny wants his too. He's got to make sure he gets his. But we do hope that everybody has a wonderful and happy Easter. All our peeps out there. We love you bunches. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick with the video again, and then we'll pause it. And if there's anything you want to touch on a little bit, we will go ahead and do that. Let's see. Let's see. Go ahead and say present here.
Nancy, that's just me putting vegetables inside a donut box.
Or you just leave the donut box empty. You put April Fools and you bring them into work and you put it on the table.
did you see what Unicorn Zombie Princess said? 1 year for April Fools, her sister was being a jerk like usual. She brought home some Oreos. She left to go do something with a friend. I took about 10 cookies out, mixed the cream with some toothpaste and baking soda, then put it back in the cookie and placed them randomly in the pack, and she dipped her Oreos in peanut butter. She heard her screams from the other side of the house.
Oh man.
That's awesome. That's a good one right there. That's awesome, especially if they're big Oreo eaters. That's awesome. Definitely from there. All right, so Average Will, let's go ahead. We'll touch on this.
Yep.
Okay, so here are we training for it to go in the rapids?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No. So every year, myself and cousins and some buddies would go up to our cousin's house in Georgia, and then we would go up to the river in Tennessee and go down the rapids. And this was one of the glorious years. Me in my flower swimming shorts.
Nice. All right. Now this darling picture here.
This is little Johnny Blue Eyes. When we have a couple farms in the area that during the obviously during getting close to harvest time into October and everything, they do pumpkin patches, and one does a sunflower maze, and they do a cool design every year. They do different designs. So this was one of our trips, and that was the pumpkin that Johnny Blue Eyes picked out.
So A big maze, that's really cool with the corn maze in the back. Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's the sunflower maze behind us. And then this was for the kids. They did like a little hay maze for the little kids so that they can walk through it. So that's what John is doing. He wanted to be picked up. He was getting tired of walking through it, so he was telling me, he's like, "Dad, pick me up." So. And then here's my girl Haley. She was playing some cornhole, and she doesn't like her. She's very photogenic, but she does not like her picture taken.
Oh, okay. So he must have really enjoyed this little petting zoo, feed the animals.
Yep, getting to see the goats and everything, and feeding them, and there were cows as well and horses, I believe, on this farm.
Big. So this, I always see something like this. I always think of like not Nightmare on Elm Street, but Freddy versus Jason when they're in the cornfields and stuff.
Right, yeah. So.
Okay, once again, so your oldest, taking to the animals as well. Now, is this something that you guys have on a yearly basis is this around Halloween time?
Yeah, what they do is they have it starts in late spring and goes until beginning of November. So you can they have with the farm, you can go get produce from them as well. They have the animals, and then they have the maze. That's the big thing. And then obviously when we get closer to Halloween or to October, they do the pumpkin patch where you can pick out pumpkins.
All right. So Oktoberfest?
Yep. Here in Tampa, we have the Oktoberfest, which I haven't been to the last couple of years, obviously this past year because of COVID. And then just the year before, the last couple of years, my daughter's had soccer tournaments the weekend that they've had it. And I'm holding the glass, and I should have grabbed my Stein, but there's another picture coming up later of the Stein holding contest where I was a three-peat champion.
Okay. Hanging out with the buds. No.
Yep.
It's funny when I look at this. Just I see a little bit of Belushi. Well, that's cool. You guys are hanging out doing the National Lampoon.
Yeah.
Oh. So
here it is, where it's in the Stein Holden contest, and this was the second year I won.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then this is over in Orlando. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just going to say, you guys seem to be taking in a game of some sort, or I see the purple seats, but.
Yep. So in Orlando, we have an actual soccer stadium for the Orlando Pride, for the Orlando Club, and for the men's and women's Orlando teams. And with my daughter being a huge soccer fan, we were watching the Orlando Pride female team play. And we had pretty good seats. We were right up on the field.
Nice. So, you guys just at some kind of concessions, or what? What do you got going on?
This was over in Daytona Beach. My wife and I went over there to spend a weekend, and by happen chance, they were doing a food truck rally that was supposed to happen earlier, but because of one of the storms that was coming through, they pushed it back and delayed it. So it was a coincidence. It was awesome because I love food trucks, and to be able to do this. And then this is a former wrestler, ODB. She wrestled for TNA out of Orlando, and I think she wrestled in another organization as well, but she has her own barbecue truck, and her food was really good.
Nice.
Zach Oliver knew who that was.
Uh-huh.
Oh, very good, Zach.
Yeah, she was awesome. My wife and I sat and talked to her for a while, and then this is just a picture of the street with all the food trucks.
Okay.
And they do this every year?
I don't know. This was, like I said, this was kind of, I think they try to do it every year. I know we have a big one in Tampa that I've never been able to go to because whenever they have it, we've got that stuff going on.
Yeah.
And so this is at Epcot. Yeah.
Epcot, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's walking around. He's enjoying that, huh?
Yeah. He is. He is my daughter's shadow.
Nice. Oh, is that the Doctor Who telephone?
Yeah, this is in Epcot in the England area where they have the phone booth. So she wanted to take a picture.
Nice. All right.
Now, this was the very first Tampa Bay Comic Con. Now, this, again, I had no interest in collectibles back here. My wife had seen it posted on Facebook, and, she's like, hey, why don't we go? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because I think this was the year that, what's her name that plays Maggie from The Walking Dead? I can never remember her name. She was going to be there, and so was the guy that plays Tyrese. And,
yeah, for Laura Cohen.
Yep, there you go. And so we went there to watch it, but then Lauren Cohen was sick, so she didn't end up showing up. But so I dressed as my version of Finn because my daughter was Finn one year for Halloween. So I took her backpack and her little Finn hat and was Finn. Got to meet Bane.
I want to be Bane.
Well, you can get your Average Will Finn stickers here, guys.
Yeah.
Our Average Will Finn stickers.
That's funny.
All right, so let's go ahead and. Ooh, so now we got some football. Is this Florida State?
Yep, it was. We had gotten some tickets to watch Florida State play, so I took my daughter and my niece, and we went up there.
Very cool. That must be a really good experience. College, I know college football, the atmosphere and the crowds are pretty exciting.
Oh yeah.
So this is you and your daughter and her friend.
My niece, yeah.
Oh, your niece. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So she's getting ready for a soccer tournament or finishing up, or
this was her freshman year of high school, and they actually had brand new uniforms, but they hadn't come in yet. So this was the uniform she was wearing for her first game of high school soccer.
Okay. So she a goalie?
No, she's a back. She's an emergency goalie. What happened was she was guest playing for. They consider her an O2, but she's always played up one year. And the O2 team needed some guest players for the state cup, so they brought her down to play on their team. And the goalie for their team came down with the flu the night before, so they had no goalie. So hey, we had dropped her off at the field. I dropped her off at the field, went back to the hotel to get my wife and son. We pull up and we see her in the goal, and it's like, holy crap, she's in the goal. She's got to be just nothing but a bundle of nerves, and she ended up going out and pitching a shutout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. So here's the thing: when you enjoy the water, sometimes it helps if you're in the boat. When you got the water. But now is this one of the nearby river locations for the summer you go to? What's going on here?
So yeah, when you go through the rapids, they go to a lull area where they tell people, hey, if you guys want to jump out and kind of float in the water, do that. And of course, my big old butt had to take advantage of getting in the water and enjoying the fresh water.
Okay. Now if anybody's ever Sassy, have you ever done any rafting at all?
No.
Now, Sassy, this would be a lot of fun. You can get Mr. Cajun in the back there. He can just hang out. And then, you just get in the middle of the raft and just have fun. It just goes up and down. It looks like a lot of fun. Is this something you would do, Sassy?
Yeah, absolutely.
So much fun.
Is it?
Oh, it's so much fun.
And then, of course, obviously, they just excited. They're gearing up. They got those shorts again.
Mm-hmm.
Now here, like I said, he knew he was going to be on. He had to have his mug of coffee this morning before the show, getting all ready to go. Now, Will, with the short hair a little bit, mixing it up a little bit, looking dapper with the short hair. And then now in the ear, is that like an earpiece you got going on?
Yeah, it's an earbud, my Bluetooth earbud.
All right. And that's it, guys. So Average Will, like I said, make sure you guys check him out. Like I said, we have an opportunity to drop links. Now, Will, just kind of touch bases, and like I said, you can reach out. You can get your Average Will Finn sticker. You deal in comics as well as pops. Now, I was talking to Sassy. She said that you dealt with Pops in the beginning, right? Is that where you first started with Funko Pops?
Yep, I started out with Funko Pops, and then because watching other YouTubers open up comic book mystery boxes, started doing those, and then discovered my LCS, and it has been a downhill slope ever since then into the crazy world of comics.
Nice. And so those that haven't really gone into that rabbit hole, now we have sodas. Now Sassy has definitely gone down the rabbit hole of sodas, and she loves it. Comic books is a different thing. Can you kind of just quickly walk us through some things to look for if you're walking into a comic book shop for the first time? Now, Sassy, do you know a lot about comics?
No, I just like the covers.
Okay, so she
I
likes the
like
covers.
artwork.
So Sassy, since you like the covers, I wanted to show you this, and I like being under the covers because especially on cold nights. But definitely, I do like the covers. But let me show you here, Sassy, and Will can kind of help us out a little bit. Now, here's a cover that I thought was pretty cool. Um, so you got
That's nice.
Spider-Man and Venom, right? And then you look and you're like, okay, well, and then we got, oh, look at that, right? So that's pretty cool. Just seeing that walking in. Then of course you got, oh yeah, we got some Bride of Venom right there, and then of course you got this sick one right here too
Oh,
with
wow.
yeah. So those are some cool little covers that just coming across. But Sassy, I mean, Will, is it just about covers?
Oh no, I mean the stories, that's what gets you in there. You get your favorite, like again with the Pops, you get characters, specific characters in Marvel and DC, and even Star Wars, and then you actually get a chance to find a comic book that teaches you, that gives you a story of that character. And that's kind of what happened with me. I grew up watching the movie, well, not growing up, but I watched the movies when they came out from Marvel, and I was a big fan of Thor, and then obviously getting into Funko Pops, and then the comics. Right. So
Why are you doing that? Why you keep doing that to Thor?
Wait,
Are you jealous of Thor? Is that why you keep trying to knock him out? Because I chose Thor over Iron Man?
listen here. This is okay, Thor. All right, yeah, slap out of the Thor. All right. Listen, we go with Iron Man here, Sassy. Okay, or Deadpool, remember it's all about Venom.
No, that's no.
Hey, Batman, you want to help me out here? Just come right out and say it, Batman. Thor sucks. All right,
whoa, whoa,
Batman.
whoa,
Say,
whoa, whoa.
wait. No, Batman said no. No, that's Thor sucks when he's riding when he has Sassy. That's all. But Thor's pretty good. I'll say average. Will I'll say for you. I'm definitely. I know that you are worthy, my friend, but I'm definitely worthy to have the hammer as well. So Thor is definitely a good friend of mine. So we have a lot of fun with him. But we still, we joke around a little bit. Definitely. So with comic books, there's something that I don't know. Like, I mean, are there hot things going on right now? I hear the term indies.
Oh, I hear that too.
Yeah, indie comics, and the beauty of indie comics is you aren't limited, because unfortunately I think when you get into, like, you have Iron Man, you have the history of Iron Man. Thor, you have the history of Thor, and when you're starting up you're rebooting the series, or you're starting another volume, the writers and artists have to kind of stay within those parameters. Now, what Donny Cates has been doing with Venom, I like it. Same with Thor. He's been really putting his own little spin on it, and bringing a different kind of story and making it exciting. But indies right now, you get the limited series, and you get fantasy, you get whatever, you get horror, fantasy, sci-fi, all those wrapped up in different productions, and it's awesome.
Well, Obi the Kid is a big Venom fan. I know Negan says we are Negan, but Obi says we are Venom. That's right. So Obi definitely loves his Venom as well. So we give him his little thing here. Definitely a lot of fun with Venom. He's now. I want to ask you: Is Venom somebody that could take over the popularity of Spider-Man's been around for so long, but you hear a lot of times Venom, Venom, Venom. And even though they delayed it once again, Venom 2, for the movie, so it's not coming out in September. They did delay it again. And I don't know what the issues entirely are, but the popularity of Venom has recently risen quite a bit. Now, how does that work for LCS comic books? Like, when a character is about to come out in a movie theater, maybe say She-Hulk's making an appearance, or maybe it's a first appearance in Thor. They're going to have, Thor the Butcher, something like that. How does that affect the comic book industry?
Well, right now, Marvel keys are blowing up. They're getting to where, like, you have with biggest one was with what happened with WandaVision, and spoilers with what happens to Vision, and the Vision we get, that book skyrocketed. And when there's speculation, which is the biggest thing right now, is characters being spec'd, or when they get announced, like they're going to have a series and it's going to get announced, or a movie, it drives prices through the roof. It's something that is huge. For indies, Berserker, it's a Keanu Reeves story, and when that was created, we all knew when it got announced, it was going to be made. It was just how quickly were we going to get the announcement, and that had over 60. I mean, so many. I think it was one of the most mass-produced #1 comics, and it had so many different variants. You had 2 1-in-25 ratios, 2 1-in-50 ratios, 2 1-in-100 ratios, and there was a 1-in-1000 ratio variant that was actually signed by Keanu Reeves that was selling for over $4,000.
Nice. All right. Well, I mean that's awesome. Do you prefer the comic books now more than the pops?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so like I said, so Average Will, if you're looking for comic books now, today or yesterday being Wednesday, those are days that we go out and look to get comic books, right?
Yep.
So, anything on the horizon for people to kind of keep their looks out for?
Well, if you're a fan of horror, definitely I would say check out Something's Killing the Children, because in May, the second part of that, or the next part of that, is coming out in May, which is going to be awesome because it's going to tell the backstory of the main character, Erica Slaughter. You're going to see her story. It's her origin story. So that's coming out. Obviously, Berserker, they delayed release of the second issue, but that's going to be coming out. As for #1s, there is Geiger from Image, which is kind of like a sci-fi horror kind of story. That'll be coming out. But yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, there's so many. If you definitely want to check out Boom Studios, Image, and then even like Scout, they have new books coming out that are always. I tell my shop, put the new #1s in my box.
I saw Adrian interviewed Boom today.
That was
I saw
awesome.
a little bit of it. I would miss most of it though.
Yeah, he had Ross Ritchie, who's the CEO and founder of Boom Studios, on, and that was an awesome interview. Obviously, people, Ross Ritchie's not going to divulge secrets, because they're holding a lot of stuff close to the chest. But there is speculation that later this year we're going to get the announcement that Something Killing the Children has finally been optioned, because that still hasn't been optioned, and that's talk about prices shooting up. That book is skyrocketed.
Nice. All right. Well, Sassy, you want to finish off that will?
Yeah, sure.
As Bob says, you have him hooked on Black Cotton.
Oh yeah, that is a good book.
Okay, so you ready?
Yes, dear. How are you, Roo Crew? How's it going?
This goes out.
Okay, so last two, right? All right, here we go.
All right, so the next person off will get a surprise pop or soda from me, and then the winner will get the monthly swag pack, right? Right?
Yeah, the swag pack.
Yeah, so the next winner gets a surprise something from me. and then the last off the wheel gets the monthly price.
So one of the things we were doing, we talked about, right, Sassy, we were going to kind of alternate, right? One month it would be a pack from me, and next month it's a pack from you. So
Yeah.
we were looking to do it. Okay.
Yes. Do you want to go back over? Well, we'll do it in a minute. Okay. Let me write this down real quick so I know who my surprise is going to. Okay. And so last on the wheel is Nancy.
Well, King Bob called it, as we said earlier, right? Yeah, you get a 6-pack. Zach said you get a 6-pack. Definitely, guys. Yeah, if you make sure you hit that like button. So you're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull up the quiz, and then we'll be able to finish that out here.
Do you want to tell everyone what we're doing from starting this day, moving forward for the quiz?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're doing is, if you, for example, you live in one household, like you have the Roo Crew, you have Mama J and Spectre, you have Nancy and Cisco, you have Mitchie and Jeremy. So if you get an opportunity where when we do these quizzes, let's say they happen to be in the top 3, we're only going to allow one winner per household. We want to give everybody an opportunity to win stuff. In regards, we want to make sure that the wheel, each month. So you'll still make that decision. So, for example, Nancy and Cisco can decide who they want to put on the wheel to spin, and then even if they do come in that 1, 2, 3, we'll look at number 4 as the number 3 slot. So basically, how it comes down, guys, is one winner per household is what we're doing for the quizzes, and then that way it evens it out all the way through. Just kind of that way, just gives everybody a fair chance. Is one of the things that we looked at. Each week, each month, we try to evaluate on the changes that we need to make for the show, and that's one of the things that we decided to do. Yes, Cisco, it's going to be rigged. We want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to win in regards, but at the same time, we want to make sure that we just thought that'd be an easier way to do that, right? Sassy, you agree with that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can your dogs win? Yes, your dogs can win, but only per household. So if you want to put your dog on the wheel, absolutely. Right, Sassy?
Yeah, we'll send them dog treats.
All right. So let me go ahead and pull this up my library. So as I'm doing this, Will, you want to go ahead and walk us through like anything you got coming up?
All right, so I dropped a new video tonight where I'm submitting books to 2 different companies for grading, like how I have behind me, because there's been a lot of stuff going on with CGC, who's like the top company we use right now. But I wanted to send the same kind of books to their top competitor to see the turnaround and all that fun stuff. Tomorrow is going to be a review video. Hold on. Sorry about that. Is going to be a review video where I give my opinion on a book. It's called Feature Friday. And then Saturday, I'm doing a new episode of Saturday Sit Down, and I'm going to have Geeky Mama Bear. Juliana is going to be my guest on Saturday. And then next week, I've got the biggest box I've ever had on my channel, so that'll be on Tuesday.
Nice. All right. So a lot coming up, so that's very cool. Let's see here. I think this is all right. Is that right? All right. All right, guys. So you have an opportunity to start out the month of April. Oh, man. And get yourself on the wheel, and then kind of go from there. And so, yeah, obviously, the dogs, will be able to win. So, Will, I did my my Easter logo for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, did created that with a little bunny rabbit there. And of course, Sassy and I have our logo as well that we did. And go ahead and pop that in there right now. All right. So we have, like I said, amazing stuff that we got going on, guys, coming up down the road. We appreciate everybody that comes in and hangs out with us and gets to spend a little bit of time and just learn a little bit more about the person we're with that day. Hopefully, you guys get an opportunity to show Will some love. If you're not subscribed to him, please do. Go check out a lot of cool stuff that he does. The comic book side. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can reach out to him on Instagram. I'm sure he'd love to help you out in that direction. Because comics is an interesting rabbit hole to go down, but it is fun. Definitely 100%. So. All right. So, Sassy, I will go ahead and run it when you want me to begin, my dear.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I think everybody's in.
All right, so I'll go ahead and begin.
Yeah, you should have been paying attention, Obi.
All right, and they're off and running. Let's see what happens here, Average Will. By the way, guys, when you're doing this, I threw in 2 extra questions. So just to test your knowledge, one of them's on April Fools and one of them's on Easter. So have some fun.
Oh, we got to make sure we know who everybody is too, because I see a Tampa Bay, and I'm not sure who that would be.
Is that not a? Well,
no,
yeah.
You're not playing very well.
If they come in, they
it's not Tampa Bay. It's Tampa Bay for Tom Brady.
You're not playing though. You're not playing the game, are you? Well.
No, I'm only messing around. I was only messing around just because I wanted to put that out there for you.
Really is. That's probably the only reason they won.
No, Will can win, and then he can donate it to the chat, right? So
no,
Will,
I'm not going to really win. I was just messing around.
What is the fascination with Thor? Why do you identify with Thor a great deal? Do you feel like his story arc in the MCU has done a great job? Do you think that he's going to be coming in with the Guardians of the Galaxy now? So that's going to be a great arc.
Yeah, what happened was actually, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. The girl from that movie, she had the Thor helmet on, or at least I thought it was the Thor helmet on at first, because I think it was actually the Flash. But I've always liked him just because him and Loki being, with Loki being the master of mischief and everything. I don't know. I've just always liked the fact of him having the hammer and being a big fan growing up of storms and lightning and everything. So.
Okay. Now, is a storm chaser? Is that something that you wanted to do at some point? Like, I mean, would you do storm chasing?
When I was younger, yeah. I mean, here with the hurricanes, it's not necessarily storm chasing like it is with, with the tornadoes. More in the Midwest and that area, because hurricanes are so much slower moving, and are a little bit more predictable. I don't know what it is, just a fascination, I think, with how lightning works and everything like that.
Okay. Have you ever been caught in the middle of a huge storm like that? Is there anything that you've gone through over your lifetime in regard?
When I was, I think 4 years ago, it was like whenever Hurricane Irma came through. We were somewhat in its path. We lost our power for about a few days. I know a lot of people in our area were down for a couple weeks, but direct hits, no. Irma was the closest that we've ever seen. We had was 90, I think it was 93, 94. It was early 90s. We had the no-name storm that came through and flooded the beach area, and my dad took me and my brother around with my dad is very handy, so he would actually he would go around and fix up and refurbish lawnmowers, mopeds, and stuff like that for people that had stuff that got ruined because of the weather.
Okay. All right. So I know we're coming in here a little bit sassy. We have Zach is moving around. We got the Roo crew moving around. Obi the kid is moving. But right now, as it stands, we have Christina is leading that top spot. You got King Bob and Nancy and Tats. And then, so we'll see what else comes through. We do have a creamy. A creamy is in there. So we'll see how that finishes up in regards. Now, obviously, if how we may have to clarify some names, but other than that, right now we seem to know who's in the lead. So, Average Will, as a father, and going through COVID this year in school, like how has that been for you? With the college, and things just in general, like how has the journey been? I know a lot of us, have dealt with things differently and how each city responds. What was it like for you? Because like I said, your daughter was in college, right, during this?
No, she was actually a senior in high school last
Okay,
year.
senior in
So
high school. So even that, being a senior in high school is very impactful because a lot's taken away.
yeah, it was gut wrenching for her because she had full sent it for her senior year. She had really come out of her shell, and she was full sending it. She was excited about everything. She had done homecoming in October of her senior year, and then she was gearing up. She was getting excited. We had paid for prom. We had looked at different suits for her to wear. She was looking forward to grad bash and everything that was going to go along with her senior year graduation. She went to the same high school I went to, and she was born actually before my senior year. So when I graduated, I have a photo from when I was on the field holding her after my graduation. You guys can delete the last one, Tom's Bay. Yeah, get rid of that guy. That guy's a jerk. So I was, selfishly looking forward to being able to take another photo with her after her graduation on the same football field, so that we could have those side by side. But yeah, no, it sucked for them, for them not to have the full facilities, to be able to experience that everything, and then going off to college. She goes to a pretty big university, and she's not been able to. Her freshman year has not been a normal college experience because everything's been, for the most part, remote, done through their dorm. They are opening up labs and stuff, so she does rotate and go to her chemistry labs and actually has in-person stuff. But it's been rough. It's been rough because they're isolated. So
I
Yeah,
think we put some wrong answers in there. People are complaining in the chat.
well, we'll see because I'll go through with what was sent to me, so we'll have to recheck and see
Okay.
how it was put in. So is this? I don't see anything else moving, so I just end it. I can end it then
Oh wait, let me see who the top three were again, real quick.
because I mean usually it ends like there's nothing. So right now we got Christina, King Bob, and Nancy.
it's all right, Zach. I have the same problem, the fat finger syndrome.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw Tats in there as a bonus.
Okay.
He's really neck and neck with Nancy. I'm going to go ahead and throw Tats in as a bonus. So we'll go ahead and so you have that then, Christina, King Bob, Nancy, and Tats?
Yep.
All right. So we'll go ahead and end that. Let's go ahead and take a look here and see what's up. All right. Let's review real quick. And let me go to the questions. All right. So where's Will from? Is he not from Tampa? Everybody got that right? Who ran over Will with the car?
Yeah, it was my cousin.
Yeah, it was his cousin.
Okay, so let me grab my phone. Take a look here. I want to see it. So, real quick here. So he says his cousin. So obviously it was his cousin, and that's fine. Let me double check something here. I just want to double check because, like I said, guys, obviously everybody makes mistakes, but um, okay. So I saw what happened. So this is what happened on this when Sassy sent this over. She squared the cousin, but she darkened next to the pizza guy. So when I looked at that, when I was putting it together, and I looked down, and that's why I saw the pizza guy, and I thought it was that. So, that's my mistake on that. So as far as like how I did that really fast. So, all right, how many kids does Will have? I think we can all agree on that one. It is two.
Well, whoever answered three, I don't. I might have one I don't know about.
Yeah, now, Will, yes, is there something got three.
Uh-oh.
Well, your dog's like a kid, right?
Well, I got two of them, so it should be four.
How long has Will and his wife been married? So we have a couple of players picked 18. We have 20, but the answer is 8. Now, is that correct?
Yep.
All right. When did Will start YouTube? We have some said 2013, some 2018, and some 2011. I have 2011 down as the correct. Is that correct?
I believe so.
All right. And where did Will and his wife meet? Post office, Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, a blind date, college campus paint fight. And they said 9 players picked the blind date. Now, the college campus paint fight would be a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
How old are Will's kids? So we have 8 and 16, 7 and 17, 10 and 22, 6 and 18. You see, Sassy, I wrote it out this time. They'd have to actually really read and look at it instead of the numbers. 6 players, 6 and 18. That is correct. What's Will's favorite Funko line? And that is Marvel. Even though Venomize is down there, it is Marvel. One said that you liked anime. What kind of work does Will do? School bus driver, strippergram, data and analyst, or construction. Well, they know they said 6 got you right for construction. The other 6 picked you as a data analyst. So I don't know, Will, you ever dabble with a little bit of data? And
yeah, I mean, I input stuff for work, but that's just to do invoicing.
What age was Will when he was ran over? And Will, that was 12, correct?
I was 11 or 12. It could have went either way. I think it's 11, but yeah.
All
I
right.
think when we were talking, I think I said 11 or 12, and then tonight I think I said 11. So I feel bad for the folks that got that one wrong.
So let's see here. In what year did we associate the bunny with Easter? It is the 1700s that we did say. Like I said, I did mention that a little briefly. But what country is known to originate April Fool's Day? Yes, it is France. France is the one in regards. All right. So how many players do we have, Sassy?
There were 13, I think.
All right. So 13. So, Sassy, my dear, if it's okay with you, and your thoughts, shall we just throw all 13 names on there?
On where?
On the wheel today.
I mean,
we could. I mean, I'm just saying because obviously there seems to be a little bit of discrepancy. I don't know how much of a difference it would have made in between the standings in regards. So I was just trying to see what would be the best way of doing that. Sassy, what are your thoughts?
we can.
You could put. Well, we said we're going to throw Tats in there. Do we want to give Obi the kids the pass? Do we want to slide him in?
He's away at number 8, so I don't know. Okay,
so we're gonna. How about Creamy? Who is Creamy? Anybody want to take in who Creamy was? Then what we'll do is we'll just keep it at the 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did an extra one, so.
So Eric Fry says that he still would have been out. We'll just owe him all cookies. We'll just give him some cookies. But I will tell you this. This is what I'm going to do, guys. In regards, So it is Deadpool's birthday. So this cup right here, Deadpool, do I break the fourth wall? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this an opportunity because of the mistake. So how you're going to get that is Average Will is going to put a number in the private chat for me. It's not going to be 3, Average Will, because we know you like that number. It is not
All
going to
right.
be 3, but it is going to be a number between 1 and 60. It's going to be between 1 and 60. Let's go down. All right, Sassy. You got me. What one? How about 1 in what, Sassy? 1 in 25.
Yeah.
All right, 1 in 25. When I say go, Obi. Now, Obi, look at him. He's already lift driving. He's already getting the green light going. When I put the starting line in, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 25. But I first have to get it from Average Will. And let me make sure. Now, Sassy, you see what it is as well, right?
Let me see. I haven't looked yet. Okay.
All right. So let's keep our eyes open. Whoever gets the correct number first, okay, and we will go back and double check. Whoever gets the number correct, 1 through 25, we will be sending this Deadpool cup your way. All right. So I'm going to put the starting line in there, and there we go. All right. So the starting line has to go first, guys. The starting line has to go. And then any numbers after the starting line. All right, did the starting line go, Sassy? Do you
Yes.
see it?
Yeah, I
Okay,
see
there it
the
is.
starting line. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I
Nobody's
see
got
the
it yet.
starting line. All right, and we'll see what's going on here.
Obi got it.
Yep.
Up.
Obi
Okay.
the kid.
Obi
Now-
got it. Yeah.
So from one Venom to another. Okay, stop, guys. So go ahead and stop. So Obi the Kid, Average Will, what was your number? Just so we know that
14.
it was 14. So Obi the Kid, Obi, make sure you reach out to me on Instagram and provide me your address so I can go ahead and break this fourth wall and hopefully not break the cup, but we'll break the fourth wall and send it your direction. Other than that, guys, we appreciate everybody hanging out and supporting and being here. It means a lot. We have a big week, Easter week. It's, obviously April Fools is still out there. So, guys, you can go ahead and do some of those. Go in through your drive-through tonight, guys. Go through your local drive-through. Go get this done right now. Let them know, like, definitely, or just go into the grocery store, pull that one. Because we have a lot of fun. Definitely watch this guy jump. Here we go.
Oh man, this is funny.
And then, of course, Will's favorite right there.
Oh, the spiders. No.
And of course, animals, they love to play around, right? We yeah, absolutely. Go get them. Go get them. All right, Tiger. Let me go ahead and get that off. So once again, Sassy, we've taken a trip and we've had a little bit of fun here. We've had a lot of bit of fun. We've had more fun, and then we had even more fun. So
What?
that's how. Yeah, well, you start out with a little bit of fun because you're traveling, and then when you arrive, it becomes more fun, and when you're hanging out. So, Sassy and I, like I said, we definitely wanted to have some fun today. So we planned, and Will, you did it beautifully. You didn't freak out. Mom and Dad came back. You handled it. So we're lost for a minute, but we handled it. So anything, Sassy, that you'd like to say? Anything you got going on? Anything coming up?
Happy Easter to everybody this weekend. And then Monday, Homespun Geek. That's it. Carmen?
Now, Homespun Geek. Who's going to be on Homespun Geek?
Don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
So we're gonna
I can
take
show up
that.
everywhere.
We're gonna take that and run with it, guys.
I know King Bob's going to be on there, and Caitlin, and maybe Fritzy if he's off of work.
Okay. But Eric Fry, appreciate you guys. Everybody hanging out. Christina Payne, the lovely Christina Payne, the amazing Root Crew, Chase's Kingdom, and Sassy. Did you want to go ahead and acknowledge anything for your Patreons here? Anything you want to say? Anything that you want to? What we want to do is, Sassy and I are going to work on doing like a little intro for patrons for, something we talked about, right, Sassy, to get for your patrons and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sassy came up with some ideas, and so I wanted to at least be able to congratulate my patrons. I appreciate it, and so letting everybody know, Will has a Patreon, Sassy has a Patreon, and we have myself. We have a Patreon, so feel free. Like I said, guys, check them out. The tiers are pretty, good priced, not that bad. But I wanted to say thanks to my Patreons. And
I pulled up a thing that shows who they are. If you want to show that.
Okay, perfect.
I don't have a nice little, musical thing like you do.
Well, I just did that today, so that's one of the things we talked about working on for you, right? We were going to get that. So, all right, here we go.
But so these are my patrons right here.
Nice.
Hey, you put my picture up there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that guy. She's sneaky. See, April Fools. She put my picture up there. Unbelievable. So, yes, if you'd like to be patrons and support channels out there, guys, it's much appreciative. A lot of things, to do with Patreon, to support the channel. We definitely appreciate it 100%. Other than that, like I said, Average Will, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you and your family have a great Easter. And we look forward to maybe down summer have an opportunity maybe to swing back with you and get an opportunity to get that LCS or anything that you got going on. Maybe put a little dash cam as you go river rafting and get some footage from that. But other than that, guys, we appreciate it because it is Eric and Sassy.
Charlie Brown, you can make me laugh when I wanna cry. In a world gone mad, we're on an all-time high, and it wouldn't be the same without you. We have yet so many stupid things to do.
And that's right, we do have stupid things to do, but Sassy, it would not be the same without you. So Bearded Barbarian, back off. I'm coming after you, Bearded Barbarian. You understand? I'm filled in the posse. But no, that's one of the things. Definitely, like I said, Sassy and I have a really good relationship that we've worked on. We Sassy. We talk about things. We always are planning things out.
Yeah.
So Bearded Barbarian. But we're going to go ahead and take off. So Sassy, we're going to have Thor's going to have to come back and obviously come and get you. That's the ride that you're going to have to take this time again.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. So Thor, can you come in? Come get her. Thank you. And then Iron Man, please come and get me as well. Now remember, guys, you don't have to go home. And we really appreciate you guys being here. But you can't stay here either. So we do hope you have a great weekend, great Easter. And so let me go ahead and hit that video. Let's say goodbye, Average Will. Let's say goodbye, Sassy. Wave it. Bye, guys.
Bye.